For the past week, we have watched as Walter took a tour through the mean streets of our city. He lived like the homeless, learning what it's like to survive with little or nothing at all. Tonight, he shows us just how easy it is to reach the breaking point.
Just come down and sign in like you usually do, and then you can come back up here in the lobby area and wait, and when he's out...
At 11 o'clock, finally, we're allowed in, and the first thing is to check in. They want my name, and they ask if I've ever been here before. Security, I think. When I began this assignment, I knew the numbers on the homeless, 10 to 40,000 in Chicago on a given night. The national figure is 1/3 of them suffering from some sort of emotional disorder. And I knew that since October, more than 20 homeless people in Chicago have died from exposure. And now I know the faces. And resting at last, I think of the homeless I've seen in 36 hours. People having to live like this. I wonder if I'll ever be able to not think about it anymore. I bet they'll keep coming back, these pictures in my mind. I know they will, in fact, because this just isn't how life is supposed to be. There is no way these people can help themselves. Somebody else, somehow, has to help. It's enough to unhinge me. And when I wake up and go home tomorrow, I'm going to do something. I don't know what, but something.
Well, this is the dawn of a new day. Great, you know, a lot to look forward to. The only reason to look into this day, the only one for me, is that this is the last one. I'd rather be here than in the Persian Gulf, that's for sure, I know that. But that's the only other place I'd rather not be than here. This is the worst. I'm embarrassed feeling like this. What, I've been out on the streets of Chicago 2 nights in 2 days? Like, big deal, right? Phew, God. I gotta tell you, I have been through a lot of things, seen a lot of things in 20 years reporting in this town. And I've never felt anything as lousy as this. I can't believe that somebody's got to go through this another whole day. I don't see how they do it. It's just not knowing. It's just not knowing where you go next.
A powerful series of reports, Walter. What do we do next? What do you do?
Well, the first thing I think is to admit there is a problem, which I now know from personal experience there is, in fact, a problem. People in the neighborhoods are so cold and hungry tonight that they're numb. We see them all the time, but we don't really see them. The next thing is to determine where the system is breaking down and why. Too much bureaucracy, maybe? Not enough expertise or even ideas? I don't know yet, but I think I can find out and then add that information to what I've reported so far.
That was the 1991 Channel 2 exclusive series, Mean Street Diary. Walter Jacobson's 48 hours undercover as a homeless man in Chicago. For more on this series and other reports from our CBS Chicago vault, visit our website, cbschicago.com. Thanks for watching CBSN Chicago right here. I'm Brad Edwards. We'll be right back.